Not to sound toxic or anything, but toxic people are really stupid. Hey all, it's your friend SB here, and I am really not good with people. I'm shy, I'm an awkward person, and I've got plenty of social anxiety. That probably gives me less tolerance than most to toxic comments, because I spend way too much time in my own head.
Men det ska gå only knows he.
Let's break it down first of all what it means to be a toxic gamer. Well, simply put, it's just being a dickhead to people when you're gaming.
The f*** you say to me, you little
So let's get into what it's not. Having moments of frustration. Things don't always go to plan, frustration happens, I get it. It's human to have emotions. Your feelings aren't the problem, it's always your actions that matter. I love competitive gaming. It's your chance to prove yourself, to show the world what you're capable of. It's about improvement, pushing yourself to your limit until you break those limits. Team games are about working together to achieve a common goal. There are many things that we can't do alone, so we must learn to rely on others. But therein lies the problem. If you want to succeed as a team, you need to know how to work as a team. Unfortunately, there are some people in this world that seem to believe that they are the main character amongst NPCs. Your teammates are complex human beings with skills and mental states. Because these things are complex, let's do our best to make them easy to understand. Imagine a person has a performance meter like some sort of game. The higher their performance level, the better they play. Add up the performance level for each member of the team, and you've got your team's overall performance level. To get the best outcome, you need to take all these different elements into account, and you should definitely pay way more attention to the mental side of it. With a reduced mental state, your decisions are worse, your thinking and reaction time is worse, and your focus is worse. Overall, your performance level is going to take a big hit. This is what is commonly referred to as tilt. Everyone wants to win, so it's a good strategy to make sure everyone's performance level is high enough. So why would you want to sabotage yourself by making toxic comments? Of course, when I put it like that, it doesn't make any sense. And yet, the mental aspect is a far too commonly ignored aspect of competitive gaming, and probably life in general if I'm honest. It's no good for the person trying to point the finger, and it's definitely no good for the person on the other end of it. When people blame others, it's never an analytical statement, it's always an emotional one. Things don't always go your way, and it's unreasonable to expect otherwise. Matchmaking systems are trying to create an even match where each team has a similar chance of winning, not arbitrarily deciding that you get to be on the winning team and you get to be on the losing team. But realistically speaking, a matchmaker can never guarantee 50-50 odds. It's just a guess based on some system. The advantage is usually going to be tilted in one team's favour. In the grand scheme of things, one game doesn't matter. The results of thousands of games matter much more. What matters in terms of climbing are those edge cases, where the performance of a few can sway the outcome of the game. If you're acting pessimistic and already looking for people to blame, then you're just bringing down the performance level of your team and throwing away any chance of winning any edge case away. Now, some toxic statements probably don't need much explanation as to why they're bad.
You serve zero purpose. You should love yourself now, yes.
So let's analyze a more subtle kind of comment. Criticism. Sometimes people are well-meaning with their comments. After all, they're trying to improve at the game, so criticism should only be productive, right? Well, here's the problem. You have no clue how to give proper criticism. If you wanted your team to change their playstyle to deal with an issue, what do you think would happen if you told them exactly what you think they should do?
Bitch, don't tell me what to do!
A good team has trust, and you probably don't have a lot of that. After all, why should they have any faith in your calls? You're probably the same rank as them, so why should you be any more qualified than them? So what do? Just be quiet? Well, I mean, you should still aim to have some communication, otherwise problems just don't get dealt with. So here's what you could do instead. Everyone has a different perspective, and they know what they're capable of or not capable of. Instead of giving someone the solution, it would simply be better to put a spotlight on the problem and then see how your team responds to it. After all, they should understand their circumstances much better than you do.
Hi there. Is there a project you're working on?
I know more than you.
All right.
Let your team step up to the problem rather than treating them like puppets for you to control. If nobody's willing to step up and you can't deal with it yourself, then you might as well just let the problem be a problem. Then, whatever, it's just one game. Maybe next time will be different. You need to accept that you can't have control over everything. You can only have control over yourself, and sometimes it just isn't meant to be. Let's say that you understand this, and you're not the one making problematic comments. So what if you're unfortunate enough to be on a team with one of these sad saboteurs? How should you best deal with the toxicity of others? If you're sat there thinking, just get over it, then you might actually just be a sociopath. For a visual metaphor, let's say an unpleasant comment is like getting hit by a ninja star. They're not lethal, but they will sting. On reaction, all you can really do is clench up. Well, the easy answer is to address the source of the problem by avoiding playing games with anyone that might be dishing out ninja stars. You could try getting your own team together that you can actually trust. Do some networking, join a community, things like that. But I understand that's not always a solution, since we can't just magic some people out of thin air. So we'll put that aside for now. Let's say that it's inevitable. What do? Well, what you can do is learn how to dodge ninja stars. If a ninja star is coming at you, you need to know where it's coming from and what direction you need to dodge in so you can avoid it. Or in more realistic terms, understand that these comments do not come from a rational place and have some confidence in yourself. Confidence can be a hard thing to find, and I'm working on that myself. Maybe you should just change your environment to one with less ninja stars and more fluffy kittens. In closing, there's just no reason for toxicity to occur, and honestly, you'd have to be a bit of an idiot to think you're justified in making such self-sabotaging comments. Toxicity is stupid, and toxic people are stupid. So let's do our best to be positive people. Okay? Bye bye.